AH-1 overhead, kind of just guiding us on our way in. That's it for the basic roles of what we expect of a group going up on a assault. The three main elements. The next thing we're going to go is the fire and maneuver procedures. These are basics. These are the bread and butter of everything that we do at any level, no matter what it is, what our mission parameters are. Everything we do is fire and maneuver. As soon as the bullets start firing, we get out of formations and we start doing our bounding, our peeling, whatever it is, lateral moves toward that direction. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to move over to that location unless the lieutenant has anything else he wants to further in on. We're going to head over to the first exercise.
Yeah, I was just gonna, sorry, add in on a couple things when conducting an assault on foot. Uh, because there's very little of it available to you when you're moving on foot versus using a vehicle, the importance of utilizing the violence of action and keeping the tempo up cannot be overstated. It's very, very important because you need to be able to prevent the enemy from more resources onto you as you're assaulting a target. We encountered that last week, and that was something that was particularly troublesome. We got through it okay because you guys are good at what you do, but it's a lot easier if we can get through that stuff without having those issues by keeping the tempo up. So as we get through this, yes, we're doing crawl, walk, run. As we get towards the run phase of this, think about how to bring the tempo up. Think about how to keep things moving so that we have a continuous flow of things. One of the things to assist with that I've always done. I know I mentioned this a long time ago, but a lot of you guys weren't here then, I'm sure. Um, my preference has always been that bounding is a short, sharp, rolling process that you're always doing. You know, buddies and buddies and buddies and buddies bounding. However you guys are doing it, whether by team or by buddy, whatever the case may be, it's a short, sharp process that's in almost a continuous fluid, like caterpillar tread sort of motion. And by that, you have continuous fire on the objective with continuous movement. You never have that impression that everything has stopped at any point in it. It's just a continuous thing. Also, make sure if you're in an assault and you take a casualty, deal with the threat, obviously, then make sure that person gets to aid, but don't stop the tempo of the assault to deal with that casualty. If you stop the tempo of the assault to deal with that casualty, then you're going to end up with more casualties, and then everything stops there. So the best way that you can address it is by directing aid towards that person and continuing your assault, destroying the threat, closing with and destroying the enemy, so that we can then have a little bit more breathing space to deal with our casualties, and then at that point hopefully have some cover because we've taken the objective. That's all I wanted to add on to that. Thanks.
Okay, no, you're fine. The fact that you said that reminded me. There's a couple other things that I missed out on, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit a couple of these other points real quick. Let me just my notes here. First one here, I'm going to go ahead and go over the fundamentals of offensive operations. Now, this specifically comes from the USMC Manual on Squad Rifle Platoon Leadership. So, this is a credible source on how we do things in the unit based on a real world application. So, I'm just going to go through all these and what the relations that they have. So, first up, orient on the enemy, and this to gain and maintain contact. Those are all of these go hand in hand. So, it's going to seem like I'm blowing through these, but the first thing that I say, the second thing has a direct pairing with that. So remember that what we're doing, you have to keep these fundamentals going. So number one is orient on the enemy and gain and maintain contact. Develop the situation. Concentrate superior firepower at the decisive time and place. Achieve surprise. Exploit and know enemy weaknesses. Seize or control key terrain. And advance by fire and maneuver. Gain and maintain the initiative. Maintain momentum. These go hand in hand. Neutralize the enemy's ability to react by acting quickly. Act quickly is the follow on. Provide security for the force. Exploit success. Be flexible. Be aggressive. Those are the fundamentals for offensive operations. I'll go ahead and post the where I'm getting that little table here in the TeamSpeak channel. You guys can keep this for yourself for later on as a resource, but that's where I'm getting that from. The next thing here, and this is it's from what I've seen, it seems not really an issue, but it's something that we can get better on, and that would be taking casualties on the move. Now, part of that violence of action and that keeping, like he said, the caterpillar going is we can't stop for any reason. Now, as you guys know, what is the first thing that we have to do when dealing with casualty in the open? If anybody, just say it out loud. What's the first thing we deal with casualty?
Finish the fight.
Kill the enemy.
There you go. Deal with the threat, finish the fight, kill the enemy. Pretty much all the same thing, all right? That doesn't mean necessarily just the immediate threat. Secure that area. Push forward if you have to a little bit. Get your guys up to a secure position and then send somebody back for them. Or designate somebody to deal with that in the open. Leave us a very, very small security element with your corpsmen. Deal with that. But we have to keep people pushing. The only time this is going to slow us down, or we cannot do that, is if the squad leaders feel that it's too much of a danger for their squad based on the amount of threat they have in the area. And at that point, we need to know so we can send the other squads over to help. So if you guys are dealing with something and you cannot continue this forward caterpillar movement, even if you're taking casualties, you got to let us know because we could help reinforce you. That is huge and severely detrimental to our violence of action as well. If we suffer a casualty, everybody wants to stop and help that guy. And I understand. I get it. It sucks leaving somebody sucking dirt the whole time when you're dealing with stuff and leaving them there seeing the black and white. But we have to do what we have to do to make sure that we can keep the entire platoon moving as a whole. We can send people back for those guys. They can sit there a long time suffering a casualty before we really have to worry about any severe consequences. So make sure we're dealing with the threat, and not just the immediate threat, but the threat that may be behind that as well. I think that's pretty much all I got. Just make sure that when you guys suffer casualties, just keep up your fire maneuver. Don't just sit still. Keep bound. If you can't go forward, go laterally. Peel. Go to the sides.
Cool. I'm set.
Do you have any questions or comments over anything so far? Your cue in chat, please. Not silence is consent. It looks like Coco, you gonna be filling in?
Yes, as 1-2's corpsman.
All right, roger that. Cool. All right. Nobody else has anything else. We'll wait for Coco, and then we'll get stepped off.
Okay,
here.
cool. So let me just say what I have set up for the first thing. This is going to be for your dry fire movement, and we can transition to it to something with live and suppression if it looks like everything's going smoothly. Yeah, English language should not be that hard. We can transition it to something live if it seems like everything's going smoothly. If you see off to the northeast of us here, there is a fairly significant hill about most of a kilometer out there. We're going to get out of the gate here and start ourselves off with bounding movement roughly towards that. We may edit that direction a little bit to maintain with some of the tree cover and stuff, where we're going to maintain a normal bounding exercise, keeping the platoon moving forward as if it was going to come under fire or could be under fire of that of the bunker complex that's up on top of that hill at this time. Yeah, that's basically all there is to it, I think.
Okay. Got any questions or anything? You guys need to do any last minute checks? Make sure you guys got your patches squared away. Everybody else, get it moving.
I need 2 snaps on. All right, 1-1. We're gonna push over to the northeast.
What, Dolan?
I need to fix my patch.
Go for it. Go.
Take care of it.
I'm set.
All right, platoon. First objective here is going to be from the road to the north of us. Let's get set up at the road parallel between the gas stations, and we'll be moving towards point one. That is a bunker complex. That's the back end of a large bunker complex on that hill, and we'll be moving up towards that dry fire conditions until otherwise advised. Caddy, do you want to take control of what's
1-2,
where as far
1-1,
as the
recommend
platoon?
we are in a squad wedge.
Sure.
You should on safety.
We'll
or
do
your
a
magazine
left
out.
echelon. Recommend you do a right echelon over.
Oh,
Should
cool.
on safety,
Copy that, putting right
magazine
echelon.
out.
Left echelon, right echelon between
Roger, 1-2, we're going to
squads.
set
I like that.
the tempo.
Bravo, Alpha Charlie, we're in the middle.
Caddy Taylor 16 radio check. Okay, cool.
1-2, 1-1, be advised, we are orientated bearing 048, left echelon, holding. Let me know when you're set.
Again, position.
Caddy on 16. Caddy, you on 16?
I'm going to talk to Caddy now.
Okay. Pop actual, come up on discrete. Platoon, that echeloning looks excellent.
This is 1-2, we are set.
1-2, 1-1, good copy. We're going to move out at a normal pace.
Copy that. Direction of movement?
048, bearing 048.
Copy that, thank you. Ready to check on the street, over.
Yeah, I'm up on discrete. You want to have them start the bounding movement, and I'm thinking about maybe swinging it left, due north, so that they follow the terrain cover.
Yeah, absolutely, sounds good. I'll wait till we get out to a good spot here and call contact on our direction.
Awesome. And let me know on here if you want to transition it to live fire at some point if things are looking good to you. Their echelon looks really nice.
Archer 1, this is 1, be advised, we have eyes on possible enemy combat, or enemy placement, direct front bearing 048, no enemy contacts at this time.
Copy and placement 048, no contact.
My bad.
1-2, 1-1,
Sorry,
we're going
you
to
go
slow
ahead.
our pace to a walk so that you can get back online with us. Break, actual 1-1, over 400 meters.
Copy, 1-1, let's go ahead and continue movements.
Roger.
Okay, well, at any point feel free to call
1-2, 1-1, let us know when you're set.
Reacting.
Platoon, contact sighted up there likely by air observation. Bend motion to 000, due north, and begin bounding movement.
Actual Romeo on discrete. Can you update
1-2, 1-1, be advised, we are shifting to bearing 000 north, enemy contacts to the north. Request that you shift to our east side. We are squad online.
1-1, go ahead and hold. Mouse guns, return fire. 1-2, begin your bounding movement. Bound your squad. I don't want to see everybody moving at once.
Copy that. We are just getting online. Let you know when we start bounding.
Roger that.
4-1 is sitting on the line with 1-1.
Audible. 1-1, go ahead and pull your line. 1-1, correction on last. 1-2, hold you on line. 1-1, get your asses moving.
1-1 on the move.
1-2 is online, providing SBF for 1-1.
Blank firing for suppression effect.
1211 is set. We have bounded forward. You're free to move.
Copy, moving.
Alright,
One, 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 two.
Hold on.
Pushing the little pew.
1-1, down, black.
Alright, let's go.
1211, copy.
Hey, one, one,
Charlie,
two,
you-
zero.
Alright, let's go.
To the ground.
What was that? Somebody come up on discrete.
1211 is set.
Yeah, that was me. I was telling.
One, two's moving.
Do you want to turn this into low rate live fire for suppression?
Yeah, let's do it because I can't stand listening to these mouth guns anymore.
Yeah, it kills me. All right, platoon, we're going to transition to
Never off.
live fire for suppression on the hill on contact. Expect contact shortly. I'll be in something.
1, 2 copies all. 1, 2 is in position. 1, 1.
Platoon, maintain steady rate of fire, non-high rate, continue bounding movement forward. Continuous, smooth bounding movement.
All squads, be advised, remind your guys for sustained rates of fire. This is 1 round every 6 seconds. Sustained rates of fire. 1211, we are moving to get online.
Okay, none of them are moving forward. Okay, well, a couple people are. An entire squad just moved at once.
You seem, okay, I told them they can move on TV time. They don't have to move.
Actuals 1, 2, we are putting red smoke on target. Red smoke on target.
I'm looking for QTs moving while HQ element and the team stays still. Or are they just moving everybody at once?
It's hard to tell.
1211,
1-1's moving at the speed of molasses.
That's affirmative.
Hey, firm, be advised, you are now in our direct line of fire. We are attempting to shift north. Please slow your pace. Continue your suppression on the target.
Copy that. I'm going to move my alpha team behind my Bravo and Charlie team.
Good copy. You're bounding to peeling to your southeast. I still need a principal bearing in which you're moving towards the objective.
That's going to be bearing 049. 049.
Understood. 049. 1-2. Want you guys to continue your movements that direction. Great. 4-1. Go ahead and start bounding your guys up to 1-2's locations. They continue their movements. There's a good rock wall up here you guys can use.
5 copies. 2 copies.
What I'm seeing is not bounding movement, just FYI.
Tell me, I only got one perspective.
Okay, what I'm seeing is every few minutes a single fire team Either an entire squad moves in the case of 1-2, or a single
1-2,
fire team
1-1,
in
advise.
1-1's
1-1
case
is
will
set,
move
ready
somewhere.
to move at bearing 049. We'll bound first.
Okay, they're on the move. Alright, can you call pause real quick? Just pause everything.
All
flag,
pause. Ceasefire, all pause. All pause, ceasefire, all pause. Stand by where you are. We're going to sort one or two things real quick. You guys are looking good with a lot of things. We're just going to square a few things away and get back to you momentarily. Just for education's sake.
Squad leaders, go ahead and rally over here on me. I'm going to pop this color smoke down. Rally on orange smoke.
Hello.
Yeah, look for Anchor and Fearbach.
I'm here.
Fearbach.
What's
Hold
up?
up.
Oh, it's like Halloween already.
Oh, no.
Rally on orange.
Is this
Just
everybody?
squad leads, guys.
Just
Go back
squad
to where
leads,
you're
yeah.
at. Just squad
Oh.
leaders.
Oh.
Get out of here, Win.
Okay. Where we, Anchor. Okay,
I'm
all
here.
right. Okay. Go ahead and rally on and all right. So what we're looking for here, it's the same thing, kind of furthering on what you guys expect with a squad bound. Okay.
If you're
Whenever we
talking
say-
and I can hear you, you're wrong.
Thank you,
That
Delty.
means Dolan.
So when we give you guys order of movement, like all right, so like for the example, I'm gonna say, all right, platoon, we need to move 050 up on the hill. I'm gonna give you an order like. Obviously, you guys are in the best position to tell me. So unless I say I need one of you guys to move first, or even then, if I say 1-1, I need you guys to move first. 1-2, you can speak up and say, well, we got the better eyes, or we've got better movement advantage. We'll do that. Communicate with each other on top of what we're telling you as well. But in this, we're looking for when the whole squad moves. So 1-2, you guys are moving. You need to be sending a fire team up or 2 fire teams up and keeping your caterpillar movement going until you get to your point. So think like it's 2 fire teams, but you're 2 squads. So you're going to move your whole squad up there, but you're not going to do it at once. You're going to do it with buddy teams, right? So think of your buddy teams as like your fire teams. So you'll send a fire team up, or maybe 2 fire teams. You'll send Alpha and Charlie. And then when Alpha and Charlie get set, you can send Bravo and the entire HQ element. So that way you've got 2 maneuver elements. You're only having to move twice instead of 3 times or 4 times with the squad, if that makes sense to you guys. This is a way we can expedite the squad movements, but when we're calling for you guys to move up as a squad, we want the whole squad to move up. Not necessarily at once, but the whole squad to get up and get online before the other squad moves up. Because what we're seeing, I'm not seeing everything, but it's being radioed, and what I am observing, it looks like some of you guys are moving your squad up, and then your other half of your squad gets going as the other squad gets their teams going. So it's like it seems like a miscommunication on who is really supposed to be moving and when you guys are actually set. So remember that the moving and the set calls.
Another way to get around that that I had put in practice a long time ago with my guys like 2 years ago was to do the bounding literally by buddy teams, regardless of how it was going on. They were basically just a continuous flow like that, and that way you have a kinetic motion. You know, I'm looking for the thing. With this, the thing that we were just noticing was what we've noticed a couple times with operations and trainings before, where it looks like, you know, either everything will move at once, or you'll see everything stationary, and then like one team, after 3 or 4 minutes, one team will move 20 feet, and then after another 5 or 6 minutes, another team will move 20 feet. And it's you know, that's okay for a deliberate, careful attack, but when you actually have to do a kinetic bounding assault, then, you know, that's a much more kinetic thing. And the way that we would always do it in our setup was, you know, the bounds were fast. If I'm covering, somebody bounced past me, they drop down, I'm up and moving, and then I'm back down and covering them. Maybe I've hucked a smoke when I've gotten out there, but that sort of thing, you know, it's the kinetic element of it, because at that point, if we're doing deliberate attack, then you're just tactically moving teams between areas. Then you're just kind of shuffling people around from cover to cover to cover, and that's bounding from cover. But if it's a kinetic assault, then the pace of it is much more increased. And that's sort of, it's not necessarily that we're looking for that pace as by itself to be fully set up right now, but at least the elements for it so that you guys have that kinetic flow to it without it being halting. You get what I mean?
I understand. Yep.
Quick favor from 1-2.
Sure.
Hey, boss man. Hey, great communication with me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Consider if you're going to be the main effort for whatever reason, or you're the initiating element, shoot me a bearing, and what I'll do is I'll let you know. I'll repeat that bearing to you, and then I'll let you know if I'm going to cover on your left flank or right flank if we're getting online or we're maneuvering accordingly. That bearing helps me because it allows me to ensure that my guys stay in their lane. What I don't want us to do is kind of cross into each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get you. That makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
Also, hey, good setup with the echelons at the beginning. That initial setup looked beautiful when you guys were ready to move. That was a wonderful platoon formation to get going with.
I think it's my new favorite now.
Yeah, that looked great with 1-1. You guys were just like, all right, we'll be over here. 1-2 on that side. Everything worked out good. Cool. All right. I didn't want to drag that out too much, but I think that probably helps. So if you guys need a second, take a second, and we'll get ready to roll. Yeah?
Yep.
And continue with it. Sweet.
Yeah. So you guys, whenever you guys are going, before you call set, make sure your entire all your fire teams, your entire squad is up online before you call the set, and then the other squad can begin their movements. Now, this applies to you as well, 4-1, because we may have the other squads get set and have you catch up to get online with us, provide a better SPF. So this isn't directly at 1-1 and 1-2. This is for you as well.
Copy.
All right. But let's go ahead and let's do it. We're going to go ahead and continue from here. We're just going to jump right back into it.
Yep, we'll give you a second to get back with your squads.
Cool.
Get set. Thank you. I shall be Bush.
Go ahead and go behind.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay. Well, basically, they're gist of it. No. Stay where you guys are.
want to call set when we're set. And
1-2, 1-1, be advised, we're shifting to get properly online with you. Our principal bearing will be 062.
we just gotta expect
That bearing 062. We'll adjust.
But for us, I mean, no real action items, so we're good.
You didn't have to go behind the command element.
They did like our fuse.
We're not crossing friendly lines of fire.
I think we have the best fuse out there, honestly.
Damn right.
You're gonna have to in an actual fire.
Threw a little gratata in there for fun.
There's Charlie up ahead in front of you guys. Go ahead and get online with them.
I'm back.
All right, I'm just giving Anchor a second to, hey, what are you doing moving all you people?
Piss.
No, it's like a push and go kind of thing.
You got it.
Like you push and hang on for dear life.
If you really need to, I can sit here and wait for you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
You could always
my headset on.
Hey, Melissa, what do you think about giving
1-1 1-2. 1-2 is online. Set to go out to bearing 062.
What'd you say, Caddy?
I said, what do you think about going up to the 5-minute mark of the hour, instead of the 7 minutes, and then we move on to the next part, give
Sure.
them 15, so we can do the last part for the...
Yep, I'm good with that. Cool.
1-2, 1-1's on the move.
Let's see.
Short ass wall.
There's 4 more.
Okay, squads, are you all set and comfortable with your people and beginning your movement? 1-1.
Oh man.
Make sure you have your ACs loaded.
1-1-1 actual. I'm sorry. Did I copy that you're resuming?
Your box is empty, by the way.
Awesome, thank you.
No ammo on your gun.
And platoon, just to reiterate, with the suppressive fire when moving, sustained rate should be around every couple seconds up to about 6 seconds, not everybody popping off a magazine.
Roger, 1-1. Right, 1-1, go ahead and hold your pause. 1-2, get
Copy that. We have a low wall right here they can use.
We're gonna do that. 1-2, 1-1, go ahead and hold 4-1, start pushing up. Hey, 1-1, how's your approach to the objective looking from your angle?
Papa 1-1, be advised, it's poor, elevated position, rock face, roughly 200 meters, bearing 0964 pods. Request that we shift further northeast.
No, I'm not seeing shit. We're just putting fire down.
Hey, 4-1, this is Papa, copy. We acknowledge my last that you copied. You're gonna move up to this rock wall 1-2 as well.
4 copies, yeah, moving up.
1-1, 1-2, go ahead and get smoke on that objective with 320s. Let's get some smoke cover up. We're gonna have you guys bound in as soon as 4-1 is set.
Right.
We're peeling right.
Copy. All squads be advised, reference the ASR that runs up into point 1, the ASR running through the middle. I want 1-2 on the right of that, 1-1 on the left of that. Once you guys online, get ready to push up along that ASR. How copy?
Copy.
Alright, all squads. 1-1 and 1-2, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Go ahead and work it out and start bounding up toward the objective.
Two copies up. 4-1 set.
Copy 4-1, 1-1, 1-2, go ahead and begin those movements. 4-1's got you covered.
1-2, this is 1-1, stand by, we're not set yet. We're beginning our boundment movement to bearing 050.
Yeah, it looks good. I like it.
Okay, go ahead and call it out.
Platoon, ceasefire, pause. Ceasefire, pause. Platoon, ceasefire, pause. Ceasefire, pause.
Go and rally at the base of the hill.
Platoon, you know what? At the big smoke that's up near the top of it, it's halfway up this hill. You guys can rally up there. Where all that white smoke is, you guys just pumped.
Actual 1-1, I see green smoke, no white smoke, over.
Okay, hang on.
Reference southwest side of the hill, like the southwest face of the hill on the approach up the hill. Pop green.
Here's a big blue one for you. Y'all can rally up, whole platoon up.
Yeah, blue, green, we got everything but yellow up here. Go and rally up.
You see the map? Yeah, I saw the map. That's the direction I was told to take my team. And those were the times where I got new change of directions. Where are we going now?
If you guys are good to go, take a knee, hurt. If you need a Zeus heal, just to, even if it's something that's already...
Okay, they're all good, 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 good.
Alright. So, just real quick, the objective what we had planned there was exactly what you guys saw. We wanted the kind of just get the squads working together at a platoon bounding movement with more or less you guys talking to each other and kind of working a little bit autonomously with yourselves.
I think we're missing a couple from 1-1 still.
They're coming over
okay,
here.
All right, well,
You got Alpha coming, and I think Charlie's TL. That a lot of what I saw, especially after that pause when you guys started going again, a lot of what I saw looked really good though. I just wanted to get that out of my throat first.
Yeah, go ahead and say all the good shit before I got the bad. No, really, I really have honestly though, I have nothing good to say about what I just saw.
Good.
Yeah, honestly, it was a little rough at start because that's probably just because of the lack of my explanation of what I was expecting or what I wanted from you guys. But when we were going, things were going okay. But it's like, okay, something's not quite. It might have just been the explanation. So that's when I paused, pulled the squad leaders together, kind of had a little rundown of what we were going. And after that breakdown, when you guys, like he said, when you guys went back, it was like fucking clockwork. It was great. You guys are moving. That's the kind of movement that we're wanting to see when we say, things need to go a little bit faster. That's what we're talking about. But with the speed, you guys that are really fast, don't forget, you guys need to be doing it right as well. So let's make sure we're maintaining the fire teams moving together or buddy teams. When it comes to fire maneuver, we're not so much worried about formations because when it's fire maneuver, formations are kind of out the window. As long as the teams are staying together within a relative vicinity of one another and they're still able to provide their sectors of security, that's all we ask. Okay? But what we saw just now was very good. Let's keep that up. We're going to go into another exercise here. It's kind of it's going to be, think of it like a little bit slower pace than what we just did because it's going to be kind of a dry fire with pop-up targets. So no real live enemy to shoot at. And until things go really, I don't know if we're going to anticipate any live enemy shooting back at us. This next portion, we're going to go over the fundamentals of attack on foot and how we can actually better what we just did here. Now, the beginning portion was just we wanted to see you guys bounding. At the end here, we had you guys move up the hill, and this next portion we're gonna work on expanding on that. So we're gonna get you guys have the basics down for the bounding. Now we're gonna get you guys working on attacking this objective together as a platoon.
Cool.
Anybody have any questions over what we did just a minute ago?
I have a comment or two.
Yeah, go ahead, LT. Sorry.
No, you're good. That was just so you know, I'd characterize that as a fairly quick, deliberate pace. That worked quite well. You guys were coordinating and doing things together as squads. I heard communication. I saw good things happening. That's very, very important. One thing that was called out in the beginning of this, when we went to actually assaulting and suppressing with live ammunition. It was sustained rate of fire. Despite sustained rate of fire being called out, I saw like a good 10 or so people kind of mag dumping a little bit. Please don't do that because we're going to end up in an ammo shortage if that happens. And we have some good scroungers in this platoon, but I'd like not to overtax them. And it'd be very good if you guys could, obviously you got to use what you got to use, do what you got to do to make sure that people don't get shot. And I don't want to discourage anybody from doing that, but be efficient with your ammo usage to the extent that it is sensible. Try not to just empty 30 at a bunker you don't see anything in. Work with the rest of your team. Pop one every couple seconds, and the other guys pop one every couple seconds. And between the four of you, you guys are going to be pretty much rolling around every 2 or 3 seconds at them, which is a pretty good clip from one team.
Thank you, LT. That's actually, I forgot to mention that actually. But yeah, like I noticed that as well. When you guys know as well as I know when it comes to the Arma AI, sometimes you have to mag dump them. However, that's like what we do in like a one-on-one situation where like we're clearing a building, we go full auto, we pretty much have to mag dump them to put them down. Just think about this though. If you're all online, if we're attacking something and everybody sees that dude running out in the open, if everybody fires one shot, just think about that. How many people are in this platoon?
42 rounds going out if it's every single person firing that. If everybody fires a shot at one dude, that's 42 rounds in one go. Which, yes, it's gonna fucking kill him, which is good. But we have to be economical sometimes, and you guys know more than you'd like, I'm sure, that we've run into some situations where we get a little tight on ammo. This is one of the reasons why. We got to make sure that, to the extent that we can, we're using what we need to kill the enemy, suppress them, destroy them, without wasting much of anything. I know it's good to get a little bit lighter in your backpack, but with that in mind.
Yep. And then the alternative for sustained rate is a rapid rate of fire. So sustained is 1 round every 6 seconds. Rapid, I would say, is 1 round every 2 to 4. So 1 round every 2 seconds at the most. So boom, boom, boom. That's a rapid rate. And from every E-Marine here, that's a fucking lot of ammo going at somebody. So keep that in mind, because you're not the only one. If you do your proper contact reports, your ADRACs, your 3Ds, you're alerting your buddies next to you, getting them online, and they can put fire down as well. So do that. And that goes a long way with one guy firing around every 2 to 3 seconds. It all adds up.
Tons.
All right. I think that's all we got.
Do they have
any comments, questions from everybody?
Are we going to be authorized to refit Rion?
Yeah, you guys take a second to do that now.
Yeah. At every exercise area we go to, there should be there's one right here behind us, and at the next one after we're done, there'll be one to rearm before the last.
You guys looking handsome.
Understood.
So your factory is more than set up.
Actually, I'd get rid of those tracers both.
Location, your point 3 is also completely set up.
Awesome, cool. I'll look at that when we get close to that, and I think I see what you've done with the factory. Cool.
Yeah, let me know if there's too many forces. It should be a overtrained platoon, but
hey, if it's too many, we can always delete a couple things. That's that setup is a really nice thing. And what time are you guys gonna have to go?
Axel's gonna leave a little bit earlier because he has to go juggle with Archer 2. I can stay here until about 5 minutes until you guys are done.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So
I just wanted to warn because every once in a while something might go over. So 5 minutes before the scheduled end time, I'll be having to drop.
Okay. Cool.
We plan to have this last like maybe 15 or 20 minutes because I'm thinking if they're doing as good, the attack on foot final part shouldn't maybe last more than 20 or 30, and we should have 5 minutes for debrief. Hopefully,
should we do this as a mass briefing or a squad leaders briefing for the second portion? What are you thinking?
Squad leader briefing.
Okay.
Let's see how they disseminate it to the guys.
Pass the word, squad leaders. If you can rally up here, please. Squad leaders to rally up here.
Squad leaders, get your guys together after you guys rearm, refit.
We're gonna go up to Pride Rock.
Form up all that, but we need to see
Do you need me for this part, or?
No, I think we'll be alright from this.
Okay, I have a brief ready for their next area.
Awesome. Fantastic. For the second one?
Yeah, for the actual.
Awesome, great. I will bear that in mind. I've penciled that in.
4-1, follow my voice when
How
you're
was
done.
that, boys?
Hello. I did not ask for you to reload. That was...
Hey, Coco, come help us.
Got anchor, got a sec, Feuerbach, and... Where's Baloney?
In the area when I last played a fucking year
What
ago,
you want? What you want?
320 grenades just fucking bounced all over the place. Do they actually just explode on impact now? Like,
Who didn't pass the word over there?
If you are trying to put something inside of a building, use an HET.
Okay, thank you.
Let's get a little bit of distance for ears because everybody's talking over there. Just so that we can talk to each other without hearing everything on the planet. Okay, cool. So our second portion of this is going to be to set this up as a kinetic attack on a facility. It's the point 2 marked at the factory at Athira. From here, we can basically hump it direct to the hill to the east of that and get ourselves set up, and then begin an assault down onto it. Obviously, I'm sure we can use 4-1 from the hill to suppress from there. Any suggestions from 1-1 and 1-2 on moving to that area or conducting the assault?
Yes, sir. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, sure.
I'm thinking 4-1 takes the hill. I'm assuming you're talking about 6-8?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, understood. It looks like the terrain drops significantly to the north.
Uh-huh.
It allows us to hug that along. We can then set an assault point at the four-way intersection. It looks like we've got good cover here as well, so we can move to the backside of this hill. 1-2 can either do a direct frontal assault, or one squad holds this hill here. The other squad takes the small valley in this area here, and we basically pinch, grab the northeast corner, and then the other squad does a straight fucking hard push southwest.
Good flanking attack. I like that. Cool. What do you think about that? Guys.
That allow 4-1 to shift fire further southwest down the objective as we move in.
Sounds good to me.
Maloney, any thoughts?
No, I like it. I'd rather get my squad, or they can get their squad on the side here. Probably going to be some low walls here that we could utilize for cover. If not, you have this, and get some alternate lanes of fire. Sorry. Yes.
When did you become a raider?
Ooh. Ken just picked the worst time to fucking subscribe.
All right. Cool. So we'll kind of east of SBF Quebec and dump people off as we get there. All right, I'm good with that. And all right, 1-1. Do you want to hold that little hill west of ORP Alpha while 1-2 swings around the ditch, or do you want to go around the ditch?
Negative. Yeah, we can take that hill.
Okay, cool. We'll do that. So let's put 1-2 in the lead, followed by you guys, and 4-1. We'll drop off squads as we get to locations. 4-1 up at the SPF. We'll scoot about 200 meters there as we come up over the hill, dump down the other side, and 1-2 continues on as 1-1 gets set up to go to RP Alpha. Yep.
So question, the 1-1 marker, is that the AP for you guys?
Yeah, A-firm. We'll set on the backside of this hill until 1-2 gets into position. And then once we get a go code, whatever that may be, we'll begin our push fucking southwest. We'll stay on this south side of the compound to give 1-2 breathing room to take the north side.
I'm going to do something here as well. I'm just going to cut this in half. So 1-1, you guys are responsible for everything that's south. I'll kind of try to do that as best, cut in half. We should probably actually do it like this. Because I know that this building down here is one of those big-ass multi-room buildings. It's going to take you guys a bit, and these are nothing but warehouses. Actually, I think this is an awning with nothing but crates underneath it, so really the only buildings are here.
Hey, 1-2, just so expect that once we begin this assault, I will communicate with you. As soon as you breach in, let me know. I will reference my map. I'd like for us to stay online as we press southwest of this facility.
Copy that.
Cool. All right, we good? Go code is platypus. You guys all right with that? Platypus.
Absolutely.
Pretty distinctive word.
Platypus.
Pompous.
Compass. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So we'll get set up. 1-2, get ready to head us out. Basically northwest, so that we come up about 200-300 meters east of SBF Quebec.
Copy. Is platoon, column, squad, wedge good?
Yeah, column of the platoon, squads as you guys need. Squad wedges if you like doing that. They're good with that.
Yeah, squad formation is typically up to your guys' discretion unless we specifically want something, which we will specify. If we'll just call it platoon formation, you guys are good to go.
To clarify, we're going to do a platoon, column, squad, wedge.
Sweet. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Guys, set up. Let me know when your squad's ready to move.
Copy. Team leaders reference your map.
PP.
1211. As soon as you're set, let us know. We'll fall in directly behind you.
Copy that. Brief my squad and we'll move out.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with 1-1 on this. Make sure they pop their orange smoke.
Okay.
Then
I may well watch from 4-1's position and support them from that upper point.
Don't mind me. Yep. Don't mind me.
So, you know what? I don't want to use up too much time in transit, so I may actually have us pop out of a pole. I'm going to give us a pole
go ahead and do it.
close to Quebec.
Right
Platoon, just FYI, to reduce some time used on this, we're going to set up a pole real quick. This will dump us on the hill southeast of SBF Quebec so we can move up the hill.
Thank you. Good call. Because I noticed, we're running on time. I like to have at least 30 minutes for that next portion.
Great.
The big thing I'm looking for here is the fact that they call out the squad communications abounding and that we see the orange smoke getting popped. That's the big thing I'm looking for.
Yeah, we don't need the big thing.
No, as long as they're doing what they need, as long as I see orange smoke and the green smoke whenever they get in, I'm happy. I'm satisfied.
1211. We've completed our brief. Standing by.
All right, platoon. You guys 1-2 first, followed by 1-1, then 4-1. You guys can go through the pole and set up, ready to move west from the pole. It should be east of Quebec. The pole name is Beef. Pole at our end is right by the ammo box. It's just a little up from there.
I'll be right back.
Further, but I don't know what's in the town. I don't want to move across this flat. See if we're going to head through. You know, we don't know what's there.
Yes, you are.
Okay, child has been neutralized. We're good.
Yeah, if you're ready to go through and stand by. Don't move out until the rest of the squads are through and start moving.
Copy. Beef. Don't go to beef, guys.
Don't go to beef?
Whatever that is, make it quieter. There you go. Thank you.
Oppose the enemy and make them see God. All right. I guess everyone but Ski, you can go ahead and start heading to the telephone pole.
It's beef.
You have a couple of your guys that decided to not go to beef. I can drag them back over to the right.
Didn't go 20.
Where they go?
They went to the other event.
Oh. Yes, please. Platoon. The pole that you're going to is Beef. Beef.
Green smoke means
where are we going?
Go to beef.
I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. So we throw
I smell
orange
like
smoke. We want the shooting to go to that place, right?
Yeah. So if you have think of this, you have someone shooting from top of this hill, and you're moving out from the north over here to the south.
1211. Be advised, we're holding security northwest.
You're gonna use orange smoke, so they shift that fire. Go ahead, get through. I'll tell you when you get through.
All right, I'm get through.
No,
beef. It's beef. It's
we're
beef.
supposed to go to beef?
It is beef.
God damn it.
Call back anybody who went somewhere else. Squads, make sure you have everybody through at beef, not at the live fire one.
Where's the beef?
Additionally, squad leaders want to rally on me at the TP pole real quick before we step off.
1-2 is all through.
Okay, I think we have everybody now.
1-1, all accounted for.
Thank you.
1-2, all copy.
Copy.
4-1's ready.
Oh, there's a dude up there with fucking binoculars, 260 looking right at us. He's fucking 1,050 out.
Qualities, I'm gonna see you guys in CP.
1050, copy that.
Affirm 1050.
You were right.
I got eyes. Let me know when you want that 40 mic on.
I see.
E.
Yep. Yep. I'll just make sure he doesn't lift a gun. If so, let him have it.
Our gun should stay trained on.
Poppy, you good there?
What's up with the green smoke?
Well, I'm just saying that.
Stay trained on that guy.
I've never heard of the green smoke on the lit thing.
Do we have books here?
No, they don't have that in our manual. We're only supposed to use, green is only supposed to...
You want to take the front of this formation since you're going to be hitting that hill anyways.
Yep, we're good. They're breaking it down.
Where the fuck is the DMR at?
Cool.
We'll take lead. We'll move in.
They ought to try.
No. Right? Because we know that we may take enemy contact
You
over
can't
the
throw
right
a
front.
stone at
That
DMR.
provides us good flanking.
Isn't
Recommend that you stay in
Hey
the
Todd,
squad
where's y'all's DMR at?
and that creates a hard diamond.
Don't you
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Find him and bring him over here, please.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to
I'm
be.
just gonna
Alright,
label
hey,
that.
1-2, we're gonna orientate north. Good to go?
Copy that, yep.
Spin me right round, baby, right round.
Is that a
Goes
page?
down,
Sure,
baby.
everybody else in the other bunks know
You know what? I just
We will be traveling
Alright, they're
with
breaking down
you.
and breaking the squad.
Quick.
V.
Just wanted to
Begin
emphasize
your
something.
formation now.
Cool.
Report when set.
You do what?
Is that? Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna go see if one
Oh,
of the
it's
spots
right
has
here.
DMR on it.
I just
How'd
need.
you neutralize your kid?
Hey, sure about.
Ah!
Is it alright if I go to 1-2 or 1-1 and see if they
That's what I
have
needed to
DMR
do.
and put 'em over?
Oh, okay.
I needed to know. Never mind.
Todd's getting them
Hey,
all.
They know for
Bridger, you mind sticking
I
with
think
us
I
a
know
little
what you
bit?
did.
Get eyes on the guy at 260 standing on top of the fucking thingamajig.
Hey, all squads, let's go ahead and try to get this moving. We're kind of crunching on time for this FCX portion. If you guys have to go, that's okay, but we'd like to get it done.
He's 1050 out.
It's like watching a bunch of
what's up?
monkeys trying to fuck a door.
You're on Whisper, by the way,
Okay.
wherever that
There's
is.
another one to the tower to the left.
You got eyes.
Oh, I got eyes.
Do what?
Lead squad, as soon as you're able to begin movement, you're welcome to do so and bring up the other squad behind you.
Got eyes.
1211 is set. Squad V oriented north. Standing by. Copy that. We're ready to move. Lead squad, get moving.
Can you hit something like that?
Actual 4-1, are we clear to push a little more west to get better eyes?
Over here.
1211, we're on the move.
That's exciting.
4-1, wait until they drop down the hill and then parallel them.
Wolf guard action.
4 copies.
When take us out in Wedge.
Fuck it. Close 300. Let him have it.
Somebody's playing Arma 3 in the library right now.
Do that.
Like, I don't know, 300 meters further.
Hey,
Maloney,
left
Maloney, hey,
here and
real
ourselves
quick,
can
draw me on the map
fire
your path and route. Like,
accurately.
where are you guys going?
So we're going
yellow
to
dot.
once.
I think we're gonna stay on
Like,
this
what-
one to get
Oh,
on
you're just
parallel.
going like this up to here?
Yeah,
What-
usually
out
make this a
face?
little bit north
One
face.
was gonna stay.
1211, our bearing is 13.
Do it. Okay,
How
yeah,
far do
cool,
you think
cool.
we're gonna go? Like 300?
Whatever you guys. I mean, we can go as close as we need to get to maintain a good SPF and get good eyes.
Hey,
Bridger,
dude, you
how
ready to
far
go?
do you need us to be to get a good shot on these guys?
I'll follow them from
Well, max range is
Hello,
around about 700,
I'm an artillery round, and I would like to land on all of you.
Do you?
Fucking
Watch out for
send
that
it.
space.
Hello, I am an artillery round, and I would like to
I'm-
land on all
I'm
of you.
pretty sure.
1211, be advised, as soon as we get into the flatland here, we're going to shift our movement west.
1 good copy.
You said 700 is your max effective range.
Yeah, thereabouts.
So if we close in on
1211, request that you slow your advance on us so that we can make sure that our formation is correct.
Copy that.
Hey, I see a radar antenna
400 closer. He should be able to take him out.
bearing 200. Top of the hill.
All
Oh.
squads, be advised. Let's try to maintain element of surprise. If you guys notice contacts, don't open up one guy. Let's get everybody engaging at once and then start our maneuvers. 1-1 copies.
Right.
2 copies.
There's a lot of targets
Oh,
down there.
where we're heading to. Yeah, 6-8 should be enough. Callahan, you doing all right? You got some good, some good. You got it. All right.
1211, we're slowing our pace. Set our squad V. Copy that one.
Control question.
Stand by one.
Are we clear to use micro daggers?
Papa Actual, how do you read?
1211's on normal pace.
4x5, you're good. Send it.
Copy that. Bring it up
Alright,
to
you
normal.
sounded like a poo-poo a minute ago. What, can you go again?
Just ask where you're going to be after this. Over.
I am snuggling with 4-1 at this time.
Copy, out.
Hi, Steve.
Bob.
Are you big spoon or little spoon?
He's always the little one.
Roger
Don't get that wrong.
Roger that.
Well then, Chris can use micro daggers.
I am serving spoon. 4-1, if you want to move up in parallel and get to some better positioning, you're...
Also, nobody knows.
We're up and moving.
Roughly 400 meters from ORP Alpha.
Oh, Mr. Anderson. Well, hello. I'm gonna put you back in my backpack.
Mr. Rounders.
1-2, this is 1-1. Recommend you give us at least 20 meter separation.
Copy that 1-1.
Just yawn while running.
Yep.
That's a very me thing to do.
Oh, yes. No.
1211, we're shifting to 260, bearing 260.
Like mid-afternoon for us right now, so... My nap time.
Nap time.
Take my nap time away from me.
Nap time.
Let me run.
Time.
No, she can't see. She's not next to you.
Goddamn, we're 4 behind. Let's go.
Hey, Romeo, which spots?
What's actual?
We're 4 behind.
1211, we're 200 meters
far
from
behind, yeah.
OP Alpha. We're slowing to a walking pace.
Copy that.
Papa, do you need me to go to a certain position?
Hey, I'm just curious.
I don't really see it.
He's got me on a leash. I can't get too far from him.
Recommend that we transition northwest
I like it.
pause.
I'm
We're
worried
still
about
good
you,
defilade, and it prevents eyes on us, and we can move to our assault positions. How
Bleh.
1-1, whatever you feel is best. You have eyes.
Bleh.
1-2, good copy. We're going to move to the road,
to the
set
right
for a
side
road
of the
block,
square.
for a bump. Go ahead and move your squad aside across the road
Ooh,
once
I gotta
we're
watch
set.
that.
Copy.
1-1 interrogative. You want us to bump you across, or are you going to hold security and we'll just bump across behind you?
We'll hold security. You bump behind us.
Copy that. We'll do.
Callahan, push up to the next set of walls.
Bumpity bumpy bump.
Alpha shifting northwest.
Wouldn't that just be bound then?
Dude.
Sorry, what?
Never mind. Later.
I think that was Caddy.
What was that, Caddy?
Yeah, I don't know if he had a stroke or whatever was going. I get what he was trying to say. Like, I think I get it. Oh yeah, that's great.
Alright, squad leads, remember, we're practicing violence of action here and the fundamentals that we just went over on that previous exercise, so make sure we apply that here. You guys, keep your guys moving.
Just let me know when you're moving.
It's okay for both squads to be moving, but I don't want to see
So you're
everybody
taking a
moving
nap?
at once.
Baby.
Okay, I'll hit you with an E-tool.
1-2, you're clear to move.
Hey, at least they got me something to do.
You got eyes on the tower?
Okay, we're moving now.
Wait, one. We're still trying to get set.
Papa, this is
Can you see
1-2 actual. We have orbit marked 1 sentry in a tower on the map.
Copy, 0702. Orbit marker received. Go ahead and continue your movements over.
Copy that.
It's contagious. I knew yawning. Okay, let's get moving.
Hey?
Once you're crossed, let us know. And
Sorry, I
then when we
was
begin our movement,
watching
order of
something.
march will still be 1-1-1-2.
Watching these guys actually.
Well, if
You
I
wanna
can carry you.
if you want to move up ahead a little bit, I'll match up with you in a second.
Okay.
Imagine I'm on a leash. Fuck.
Clarify, are we expecting a live?
1-2, we are across the ASR.
No, it is live fire, but with pop-up targets.
1-2-1-1, good copy. We're on the move.
I heard somebody mention something about a patrol.
Yeah, no.
.590 to the targets on top, under behind the sandbags.
A 4-1 set.
Or one, okay.
Papa, 1-1, be advised. 1-1 is now crossing ORP Alpha, moving to assault position. Break. 1-2, recommend you break from us and begin your shift to your assault position.
Copy that.
Papa copies. Not sure what the whole walk up the street thing is.
Was there a walk up the street thing?
Yeah, Hendrix did. Hendrix fire team, they walk right up the street, slow pace. Not exactly sure why.
Interesting.
Definitely down here with us.
Okay.
Because if I believe I'm correct, on the other side of that warehouse facing northeast, there is a target which would have seen them. Yeah, red mark shows them down there on that protocol stood. I didn't see it, but yeah.
I'm gonna kick it off. Platoon 1 actual, platypus, engage. Sustained rate of fire, 4-1, begin. Sustained rate cover fire on the objective and on targets you see. 1-2 and 1-1 coordinate to maneuver as planned.
1-2-1-1, we are beginning our assault southwest to the south side of the building. We'll move slow until you're online.
Copy that. 1-1, this is 1-2, we're almost online.
What?
Two is set, guys.
1-2-1-1, be advised, we are on the south side along the main wall, standing by for your breach.
Really can't see anything from over here, so we're still pushing. We're gonna advise
1-2, let me know when you're on station. We're gonna begin our breach.
Copy that. We're bounding up time now.
Yeah, 1-1 kind of got up and went all together.
Be advised. 1-2's eyes on this location are kind of shit from this position. We can't really see anything, so give us a second to get over there.
Papa, 1-1, copy. We're gonna hold here until you're on station. This is 1-1. We began our breach into the main structure. You may begin yours.
Copy that.
Squads, you guys pop more smoke. We do not make sure we pop marine smoke when we get inside.
4-1-1-1, reference orange smoke, friendlies in compound, beginning our movement south-southwest.
Copy orange smoke. If you guys are in the compound, pop a green for lift, pop a green for lift.
1-2, we are breaching from the northwest time now.
At 4-1-4-1 for pop green smoke, pop inside the compound, lift fire on the objective, watch the perimeters, please.
4-1, 1 actual, lift fire, rejoin at the objective.
1-1, we are currently pushing southwest. I see we're online. We'll hold here until you've cleared that building. One, 2-1-1, we're clearing a 2-story building, barracks on the southeast corner.
Doing that makes sense.
Hey, Apollo, where you at?
Do you want 4-1 pushing into the compound or getting closer and providing support from outside?
Right at the 3-story, 4-story? First entrance on the northeast. Copy, thank you.
1-2-1-1, say again your traffic.
Off of Romeo on security.
1-2-1-1, send your traffic.
Directions.
No traffic, send 1-1.
Either support outside or you want them inside and out. Hey, hold.
1-2, this is 1-1, you are broken and unreadable.
Good. They've secured the objective with the movement, but I'm satisfied.
Platoon, ceasefire, and halt. Rally up at the center of the compound by the White Services building. Center of the compound. I'll give you a smoke there momentarily. Mark blue center area. Rally up there. Well executed generally. We're going to move on to our last portion.
Anybody gets shot in Alpha?
Have a
1-1, you guys got everybody?
yeah, we're just waiting on 4-1. That's all. They're coming in right now.
Thank you.
Bridger's with 4-1. They'll be coming in.
We're going to just get the TP, just speed up a little bit, save a minute or two.
Yeah, let me.
Thank you. And I don't know what's going on, but I'm going invisible. I feel like something bad's about to happen armor-wise.
Well, that's fun.
I keep disappearing on my own screen, so I don't really know what to do about that.
You disappear when I swim on you.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Welcome,
Howdy.
4-1. Go ahead and just full circle around,
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you.
All right, 1-1. Let's tighten up.
Thank you.
Where's your
Bring it on in, guys.
152 channel up.
What?
All right. Go ahead and lock it up, guys. All right, so we'll go ahead and call it short there on that one because what we were practicing here was the basic fundamentals for the just attack on foot. Making sure you guys were getting the movements into the objective. What you guys actually do inside here depends on the objective at the location. So if it's if it's buildings we didn't clear, that's a different training. So that's something you guys already know how to do that. We weren't really wanting to focus on that. We just wanted to get you guys on the movements into this location. So that's what the purpose of that exercise was. With this next part, it's going to be the live fire ITX with the FTX live fire with enemy on an objective that Zeus has predetermined for us. So I think Major Hansen is going to be able to brief us on that, tell us what our objective is, where it's at, what was specifically we're going for. Usually there's some kind of special parameter involved, so we'll see what that is. Everything that we did tonight, take that to this and incorporate it. So the first exercise with the team bounding and the squad boundings and the platoon level bounding, incorporate that into the attack on foot because everything that we just did, it's going to be for real now. Okay, there's going to be guys shooting back at you. Make sure you guys are doing it right, doing it safely, using your smokes. We'll be told if there's going to be civilian presence, so you guys are going to get to know about the 203 and HE ordinance and all that good stuff. So just make sure you guys are doing it right and being safe. Look out for your buddy next to you. Buddy teams are crucial. Look out for that guy next to you. Make sure everybody's getting home safe. Look out for those guys. Let's get the mission done. Let's get it done well. LT, you got anything else?
Only a little bit. A lot of what I saw was good with movements, coordination between the squads, getting the movement down here. You guys did a good job with the rifle squads of staying out of the view of this compound on the way down, which was a good thing. 4-1 got a little skyline there, but I didn't really call on it because you guys were relatively low regardless. Remember, with the bounding movement, where that like buddy level bounding, the really quick, sharp, short stuff comes up, is not in that movement prior to the final assault. It's when you actually begin that final assault. Like when you have that 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters to go right up to the enemy compound, that's where it's really helpful to do the up, move, down, up, move, down, up, move, down stuff. I saw one large clump of people all get up together and move, and that would have been a really nice target for me as a machine gunner. So be careful with that. Be diligent. And make sure that your final assault. It's sort of like the that axiom that most car crashes happen within like the last mile before a house or a destination or something. So make sure that you're not getting dropped right before you get to the target. A couple questions here. Sergeant Hendricks' question.
Is the green smoke added to the lift and shift something new? That's not. It's not in the manual, and this is.
Let me see if let me pull up the Indy Company SOP. I'm going off of what was in the Indy Company SOP thread before the document was compiled. And that is the way it is across Indy Company. When we're coming in, the squad that's approaching. So like, you guys are at your AP.
So
I'm just going to use 1-1 as your example here because you guys were at your AP. You guys, okay, we're beginning our movement. You start movement down, 4-1 starts lighting up the target. When you get within, I'd say roughly 100, maybe 150 meters, if you see bullets hitting in front of you, that's the point. Like, okay, we need to pop this shift fire. You guys need to shift the fire away from the advancing squad towards the middle of the objective. So you pop orange smoke. 4-1 will then shift fire, traversing. In this case, it's from their right to the middle, because you guys were coming in from their right side in this case. So they would shift fire from the right to their left towards the middle of the objective. When you guys get on the compound wall outside, that is your signal to tell 4-1, hey, stop shooting this place, we're going in. So you throw green smoke over the wall as a lift. So let me see if I can find that.
I have it. That was the answer that I was talking about there in chat, Caddy. That is actually in the SOP. That's on page 10 where they talk about shift and lift fire signals. Yes, it's for when everybody's aware of the use of signaling. This should generally be standard practice though, unless there's other coordination. just as a good safety practice as you're approaching and you need the shift, orange is always a good go-to unless anything else has been said, and green is a good go-to when you're actually breaching in. You actually need that fire to go away entirely. That is in the India Company SOP, and it's generally good practice to make sure that we don't have anything get confused or, it's a good thing to do regardless of whether it's officially stated in the orders for whatever is going on. We should treat it as our SOP unless there's actually something contramanding that for some reason.
So, does the green smoke represent that you want your support by fire to stop firing
Yes,
instead
that's the
of
lift.
Yes,
lifting
exactly.
and going
Lift.
above your heads?
That's shift.
No, so shift is moving from your location towards the objective. So, like, let me draw it on the map here. Let's use this.
So, for instance, if you're assaulting here, then they're hitting the very front of this establishment. They're hitting what is really troublesome for you as you're coming in on it directly. When you pop an orange and they shift, that's when they shift to what's over your heads or what's along the side of the objective, anything that they can get to without firing directly down your approach lane. And then the lift is when it all actually goes away.
Understood.
So, it's kind of further on that. You see the black lines that I drew there. When 4-1 is there at their SPF, 1-1, you guys move down to the AP. You're in no danger there. The black lines are their cone of fire. As you guys start to move down toward the objective, you notice that you're within their cone of fire. So you need to pop an orange smoke somewhere around in this location. They would then shift their fire and narrow it. Their field of fire would then be like this. So they can focus on maybe the more southern half of the objective where friendlies are not at. And then as you guys 1-2, let's say 1-2 came in that's a straight line. 1-2 came in like this. 1-1 kind of came in however you might have done it, whatever. And then all of a sudden now 1-1 is now in the traversing fire area, and you guys, hey, we got to need to advance this orange smoke or pop a green. So if you pop an orange while you're still outside, it narrows their fire again down to this, or green, it just lifts their fire off altogether. So, for example, if you guys are in the objective and you pop an orange smoke, 4-1's cone of fire looks something like this.
So if the terminology ever gets funky, just remember, shift is like shifting it away from you, and lift is not like lifting an altitude, it's like lifting the pressure. Like lifting off the gas pedal.
So when you pop a green for lift, think of it like it's a very shitty drawing, but the red is where 4-1 is not firing. They are now focused on this outside area, this perimeter where you guys previously came in from. Same thing with the other sectors of the AO. Primarily watching for QRF. They are doing this until they are told to regroup. So eventually they're going to be told, because we're going to be, if it's an attack, if it's not a raid, we're going to be holding this position until told otherwise. So if it's an attack on foot, 4-1 will eventually be regrouping with us. But until they are regrouping, when the lift fire is called, they are responsible for watching these kind of area in between outside of the objective. So basically, when you guys pop lift, it's a wait time for 4-1 to watch that before they get the word to move to us. So they could move right away, or LT could decide to have them watch for something for a little bit before they move. But the lift is when you guys are in the area and you don't want to get fucked up by them.
Okay. A couple other things. Dolan, you had a question?
I have a question and a comment, sir.
What's your question?
I'm gonna hit the comment first.
Okay.
When y'all are going over the radio and you are saying either for 4-1 to lift or shift fire, please make sure you are saying what you want us to do. Like, shift means move our fire to a different sector. Lift is us finish firing completely. Please make sure that you are saying it correctly. Otherwise, I mean, once we lift fire, that's everybody picking their heads up. They're going to start shooting at you like a motherfucker again.
Cool. All right.
And then,
yeah,
my question was for the bounding. For us, it would make more sense for us to bound by team instead of a buddy system.
Because you have threes.
Yes.
It's your buddies are threes. I get it. That's the way it is with you guys.
Okay.
And you're sort of a more heavy, cumbersome element anyway. That's why you're typically not leading movements like that.
Yes.
Sergeant Anchor with a question.
Yes, sir. Just out of curiosity, was that an audible that you called with the go word? Because it was a little early.
I had planned for it to be that way.
Okay, understood.
I had planned for it to be, just slightly prior to when everybody was fully comfortable, so that there was a little bit of an impetus to get that tempo up and moving.
Yep, understood.
Good cue. Dylan, I see more C's. Yeah, okay, that's done. Okay, good. We got that brief from Zeus for our last portion. And again, guys, if you have to go at the top of the hour, there is no penalty to that. You have to go. That is fine. But we're going to try to knock out this quick live fire ITX moment to get this attack on foot stuff down. And Major Hansen will let us know what he's got for us.
All right, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Major.
Fantastic. I'll make it real simple for you. Earlier this afternoon, an overstrength platoon of an unknown peer equipped force took over AAF's Peer Ghost base at 174131. Over the last several hours, we've observed this force fortify and begin operating out of the base, harassing AAF and civilians alike. AAF command has requested immediate aid in retaking the base. Your expectations of forces there is 1 times overstrength platoon for fortifying Peer Ghost base, some soft-skinned vehicles, no civilian presence at this time, and they have been seen with at least 1 BTR. Is there any questions? Anything I left out of that?
BTR type?
Seems to be a later model, 6070. Anything else?
Just out of curiosity, sir, is there any reference to last known enemy locations based on ISR or other intel information?
It seems like most of them are staying within the confines of the base. However, there are some scattered patrols out there as well. Pretty much just infantry patrols, though. It doesn't seem to be any vehicles moving around at this time.
Infantry patrols maximum range from the facility? Are they in a 500, 1 kilometer?
Should be within 500-600 meters of the base.
160.
Let's go for Craigdale.
Major expected civilian presence in the immediate vicinity.
No expected civilian presence in the vicinity.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else? If nothing else, First Lieutenant, the teleport pole is set up. The location is live fire.
Location is live fire. Okay. For now, gents, if you want to have your squads get general kit sorted out, squad leaders, let's convene over by the red can that way.
Go ahead. Grab any magazines you need. Or
Gangway, thank you.
Give me your
I need to be right back. 1 sec, Taylor.
Yeah,
Go
you're
check
fine.
on her. I'll be right back.
Good.
Someone...
How's it going, Baloney?
All right.
Trying to go through it.
Maybe you could follow up with this. I was told like this week I was going to hear something about GCOS, about getting assigned a mentor, and that was like 2 weeks ago. So
that would be a Colonel Murphy question.
Yeah, I just didn't want to jump up to the colonel if I didn't have to. But
for that, I would actually suggest going direct to him. That would be a direct question to him because he manages that personally. Okay, cool. So for plan of attack from this, so you guys are aware, I marked our Z point to the southeast. That's where we're coming in at our live fire marker. It's right around that little chapel in the hills southeast of there. Some features that I noticed in that area is southeast and south of the target compound, there are some walled compounds that we may have the ability to use as cover moving in if we need that for our final assault area. It's not an ideal direction, but from the needs of the hasty attack, we kind of, we can't really reposition all the way around to like the north side or something like that. We can make do with roughly a 180 swing relative to the target from where our Z point is if we need to, but also the town is potentially troublesome, so I don't want to get too balls deep into that if we can avoid it. Any suggestions?
Sir, so you want to keep our primary assault from the southeast?
Yeah, something between east and south.
East and south, understood.
Is something like that. I'd like to steer clear of the town too much, getting too close to that, and I'd like to avoid being too far north.
Well, sir, the only concern I would have about taking a southeast to east approach is that the main ECP for this compound is on the east side of the structure or northeast side of the structure. That BTR could breach out if we take too hard of a southeast approach. So I would recommend a more easterly approach that allows us to at least keep some kind of eye on that ECP.
Okay.
And then there's multiple towers on this southeast corner.
Yeah, I would have.
You know, that's pretty good eyes, elevated position across a pretty open, downsloped terrain towards the objective.
What do you guys think about loading up Moz gunners to take out those towers?
I would agree. In fact, either Moz or around 55s, hit those quickly, then powder this entire road with white smoke. And I don't know if bounding may be in our best interest, because we could get tied down in this big open field coming off the mountain. We may have to smoke the shit out of it and bomb rush it. And then the only real entry point I can see is the ECP, unless there's we identify a break on the southeast wall or possibly the southwest side.
Based on my experience to this area, there's only one entrance. I just ran an op here the other day, so there's really just one entrance.
For actual entrances, we may have some. We all left the ability to climb up things, and there are, I believe, some ways where we can climb up things without being immediately exposed to enemy fire. So we may have more than one option to make that happen. I think, yeah, I get exactly what you're saying, Anchor, about covering that entrance. I think that's a really good point. So maintaining from that, having one of the squads basically coming from the east, not no further south than paralleling with the front road, and then one of the squads coming from the southeast and using that close cover as we come up, because there's those walled compounds there. How do we think about that?
I don't have any objections with it, sir. The only thing I would caution us against is we make our approach to the objective that we don't overextend 1-2 and 1-1. And what's the plan for 4-1-1? Because it seems like they're just soft and within range on that objective.
I was actually thinking of bringing them a little closer and using a building for them to get eyes on the target.
Yeah, buildings around those areas look pretty decent.
That's like a partially destroyed building shed kind of deal.
There is actually something that I was thinking of that they might actually have pretty good eyes from. There's imagery as a building there that may be useful for them, because it can basically see all of the upper points of that as a potential. Yeah.
Okay, understood, sir.
I'm thinking 4-1 sort of kind of sticking with the southeast direction squad, or more centered if need be, and then the other squad kind of looping in and bringing it kind of, I like what you're doing there, just kind of bringing it in that way so that there's a continuous eyeball on that front area.
Yeah, I would agree
You like
with
that,
sir.
Yeah. All right. And
so like this squad up here would be more like an SBF while that one approaches.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's a long way to run.
Yes.
Towers.
So that way we have a squad covering the front to deal with the vehicle if it decides to come out. We have a squad push up, we bring the other squad up, and we can do a combination of breach by entry and breach by pull-ups.
You
like it?
Sure.
It's not a pleasant place to assault, but that's why we assault these places.
1-2, what do you want? You want the door or you want the wall?
That's up to you.
All right, hey, I just got back. Just throwing in my 2 cents here. Get off yelling shit. I marked 4 SBF positions, the 1 through 4 basically being like routes of movement. 1 would be the highest point in 4-4-1 as we go. I don't really know what, I didn't really catch it all, but those are really good locations for 4-1 to set up at the, because it's all pretty low at the location. and even 40 meters above sea level is really good elevation for them as an SBF. So that SBF 4, I don't know what the elevation. It looked like it's a lot lower at the 411 marker, but we're anywhere on that mountain.
Oh
As
yeah,
long
it
as
wasn't.
they,
It
they,
wasn't
they
this.
can
That
move
wasn't
down,
it.
you know, they can continue their movement down as we move and just like kind of close the distance as we go in and close the distance and still maintain effective range on the targets. But yeah, we don't know what's at that location.
Yeah.
I see that what you
No,
described
no, that
there.
was that's the 2-story building I was marking. That is actually surprisingly well placed.
As a possible mark for them to set up in.
Yes.
Gotcha.
4-1. If you guys want to go a little wandering as you head down that way and sort of, you know, if everybody's moving at the same pace and you're kind of zigzagging to try to find where your good position is, then we should be all right. Yeah.
Copy.
Okay. Cool. Happy.
And last thing before we split up, it's 4 minutes until dismissal time. So squad leads, find out from your guys if anybody's got to go. If they do, it's okay because we can't really keep them, but we would like to finish this. If anybody who stays, I'll reward the rest of my leadership points for the month for them, as I did last week for anybody who stayed over. So if you guys can, if they want it, it's cool. I mean, it's no big deal. Otherwise, if they got to go, we understand. That's the word. We'd like them to stick around.
1211 will take RP Delta, and we'll take the entry. If you guys will take the wall.
Copy that.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll just. I recommend that we move. Basically, we'll hold at RP Delta. If you want to set a phase line where you think we're good to, and you've got, you're confident that you can move without being molested, then we'll begin our movement up towards the ECP. I don't recommend you breach until we're at least, within 100 meters of that fucking ECP.
Yeah, I think
I was
that's
thinking
a good
about
idea,
moving
covering
from-
them fully in until they're there.
Yeah, RP Foxtrot to Golf. I think that's the best way to split us up. That way we have a good.
Yeah, I think there's
lanes
some
of
reeds
fire
and
there.
shit that kind of work to make that happen.
There's a fence line
What I was
here,
saying.
and I think a fence line here.
There is
too.
also, that was one of the things that was also looking good is that's a wall. That's a proper decent wall right there around RP Golf, which allows us close cover getting in.
Copy that.
All right, so I'm going to set phase line green. As soon as you reach phase line green, 1-1 will begin its movement from RP Delta, and then we'll track ourselves smartly through the terrain. Once we get up to phase line green, I recommend at that point you begin your push. We'll drop smoke on the inside of that wall for you, and then we'll push to the ECP. We will focus on the
vehicular traffic.
Yeah, the vehicular traffic, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to delay. So what we'll do, you're good with it, sir, and for 1-2 is that we'll take in through here, but that means I don't want to button hook in the door.
Yeah.
So 1-1 will take up into this
You
corner
take up
here.
into that northeast,
Yep.
and you have 1-2 breaching in this side, so that way we're kind of like catty corner. That makes sense. I get it.
Yep.
That makes perfect sense. As far as Maul's Gunners goes, 1-1, make sure that yours knows its priority is vehicles, and 1-2, your one's priority is going to be towers.
Copy that.
Understood.
Who the fuck is banging something?
Smith is throwing pots and pans at people. I don't know what's going on.
When you guys are ready to breach here, we're gonna flag over this wall right here. So you guys
Understood.
know.
Yeah.
Make sure there's no surprises first.
Cool.
That sounds good to me.
You guys good?
Yep. Check.
All right, let's break it. Get everybody set up, and when you're ready, take your squad through the pole and get set up and ready to move from the Z point.
Yeah.
Just maintain security prior to movement.
What's the name of it? Is it Z point?
Yeah, it's just sorry, it's live fire.
Copy.
That's the destination name. Live fire.
Live fire.
Thank you.
My
I didn't
bad.
want to fuck that one up a second time.
1-1.
My bad. These noise canceling headphones are really good.
1-2, 1-1. I'm going to brief my guys.
Noise
and then I'll set
cancel
them up
you.
for movement.
Noise cancel culture. Sorry, we're canceling. No reruns either.
Reruns?
All right, what's up?
I said we're canceling Smith. Cool. You like that?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Like that
excited,
shit?
man, honestly.
To quote Bates. Jesus Christ, Smith.
What's going on, Major?
Just was checking over here if you guys need anything else from me before I at least go up there and figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, no, I think we're looking good. Did you hear what our plan was for this?
Not on Blue Force side, no.
Okay, you try to keep away from that. I gotcha.
Is there any like specific parameters for?
No, I think I see what's going on with all that stuff. It looks pretty self-explanatory.
Kill.
Yeah, I'm good with kill.
Just murder.
Yeah. We gonna make death.
Alright. If nothing else, are you guys good if I drop?
I am, thank you.
Alright, no problem. You guys have a good rest
Can
of your training.
handle the rest of it as far as that goes. Thank you, Hanson. Much appreciated.
My pleasure. Yeah, have a good one.
See ya.
It's Newton.
Oh, hi, Newt. Oh.
So dramatic.
Trying to have a moment of silence, and Newton was hacking up along.
From Z to SBF4, it's gonna be whatever. Probably just squad wedge, fire team wedge.
Might as well just go through the T people.
I am going to go through.
Oh,
there's the first one.
What kind of a security posture is that, gentlemen? What kind of a security posture is that?
Oh my gosh. Oof. That's a big oof. Do you want me to tell the squads to come through?
They should come through when they're ready, yes.
Got it.
Run away.
What in the fresh, never frozen finger licking good fuck is going on up here?
Elevation security.
God, this security sucks.
Elevation security, shoulder to shoulder, pointing in one direction and laughing at your platoon leader. 4-1. You guys need your head spaced.
And timing.
Roger that. We won the day.
You guys are ready to make movement when everybody else is through. You guys know where you're going. To look at your SBFs. Gucci.
You think you're 4? You think you're funny, bud?
Do you have a meditation breathing routine?
Yeah, all good.
Actualist 1-2, we are through the telephone pole. We're taking security southwest, southeast, and south.
Actually, 1-2, looks like 4-1's got your back covered. You guys can make ready to move to the north.
Copy ya.
Belay my last guys. We're gonna start moving out to the north in a few minutes. So let me get scheme and maneuver. Will be squad wedge with Alpha in the front, Charlie to right, Bravo to left.
Where's my white glasses guy? There he is.
What'd you call me?
Where's my white glasses guy?
Oh, oh.
Only one person knows white glasses.
1211, say again your sector.
Team wedge, squad wedge, we're taking up the right side of the
1-1, we are going to be covering the north. 4-1 is on our south. We're going to go ahead and get in a squad wedge.
You're alive. It's okay. Good?
Dust?
No, fuck you. I have an ACOG and I have a fucking
Oh, okay.
Okay, 1-1 and 1-2. When you guys are ready, 1-1 and 1-2, you guys can coordinate your movements and begin moving out towards RP Delta and Foxtrot in coordinated fashion.
Actual 1-1, good copy. Break. 1-2-1-1, you'll be the lead element. 1-1 will fall in behind you as a squad wedge. Recommend that we move west, transition to black line, and then move north
reference Valley, and then push down to SPF 4.
Oh, they're going up the crotch.
1-2 copy.
Cool, I like it.
1-2, are you set your squad wedge?
Doing it now.
Bird, we're doing a team wedge. It was slowing.
I think that's a medical helo. I'm
Roger that, 1-2. Let me know when you're set.
Yeah, 1-2, if you can begin moving out and form it on the way, that would be awesome.
I know that. I was following behind 1-1. I'm sorry if I misspoke.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm ready to move out.
I guess we're heading out.
1-2, you're leading if you didn't catch that.
Nah, I heard it last. I was just making sure my formation was right.
Or 1-1 leading.
1-2's got it, like you said. I just I wanted to make sure there weren't any wires crossed. Alright.
Holding my rear. Holding the rear.
Holding the rear.
Holding the rear.
Gentlemen.
Tell me my last over.
Nice touch.
God damn it. Alright, let's stepping on each other. Go. Pressure, you got lead.
Effie, I'm up between 1-2 and 1-1.
Hold on, halt. Charlie's on the move now. Alright, then now let's go. There we go. Roger.
1-2, 1-1, bearing.
Bearing is 265. 265.
Captain at the helm, bearing 265. Turn bearing 265, Russia.
1-1 is 1-2. Be advised, we are at the black line now. We will follow to the SPF.
1-2, 1-1, copy.
Trying to kill things and make boo-boos better?
Yeah. I just want to throw purple smokes.
Yes.
My favorite thing to do.
I hope so. Bearing 29.
I like seeing dead bodies so I can throw purple smoke.
Dude, you have no idea. Every corner screen, every office for like to use all the purple smokes.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I was just told by before that it's a good thing.
Where? Oh, we.
It means we're fucking up though.
That's fine.
Thanks.
Stick right on their ass. Not literally.
Love me some intermingling.
So ready to send it.
Charlie's bearing 3, 2, 1 now.
I'll go over that rock. We're gonna follow it.
1-1 is 1-2. We're just going through a small town here. It looks clear.
Roger, you want us to move in a particular direction? Copy.
Blow through these buildings. Copy that, yeah. SPF 4, we're gonna go ahead and start moving towards hostile. There's these buildings going away, guys. Go ahead and give me some glance, make sure there's no, over the way.
Everyone's moving to SPF 1.
Really? You're supposed to be the point man. Lazy bastard.
That is the biggest thing of ice cream I've ever seen.
1-2, 1-1, request you slow your pace. We're gapping a little bit. I got fat kids. Over.
Copy that. Take it to slow travel.
Yeah, I think that's true as well.
1-1 is always.
I kind of want to mess with Anchor. Be like, hey, you know, my squad can carry yours.
Damn.
1-2, 1-1, you may begin normal travel.
Maloney, 10 out of 10 would not recommend doing that.
Copy that.
Back to normal travel, boys.
Roger.
I recommend doing it.
Okay.
He shoots
No, I have to play nice.
Gotta build up a little bit of spacing.
Facing me, boys. Actually, looks pretty good.
Hey Maloney, who's the point man for the squad?
The point man?
Yeah.
Ski, or I can't see that name over there.
Pass the word verbal only. I want to know what the point man's favorite color is.
Point man's favorite color?
Yeah, verbal only.
Oh shit. Yeah. Tito, what's your favorite color? I know what this is teaching me, but.
Restaurant, what's your favorite color?
Red? Red. He likes red.
Okay.
He likes red because it's the blood of the enemies.
Hey, actuals, pop on the stream, be advised. 4-1's reporting BTR. Let me try this again. 4-1's reporting a BTR and some kind of armor down in the town. I would recommend getting a comms to find out what's up with them. I'm just hearing them talk.
Okay.
As well as 2 Vics, one of them being a BTR 60.
4-1, your last transmission broken.
BTR 60 direction.
Inside the compound behind
Excellent.
one of the
Thank you.
Deltas.
Green it is.
Actually, 1-2, we have eyes on helicopter just landed north of the compound. Time to...
Hey, do you want me moving with the squad? I can get down there with Nudie.
1211, good copy. Be advised, 11 is now
You know, if you want to move with, that would be good. Do you want me to teleport you down?
Yeah, 1-1, good luck.
No, me and Nudie can do the PT.
1211, you same.
Talking about it. Okay. Okay.
Which squad do you want to go with?
I'm actually largely looking at this through the air. I'm managing what's going on, but I'm not necessarily directly on the ground because I want to see how some things happen.
Tell me your squad to stick with them.
1211, be advised, we've reached RP Delta. We're clearing
Wanna
2-story
go with 1-2?
structure and single-story structure at compound, and then we'll set. Stand by.
I'm going yeah, I'll go with 1-1 because they'll have interesting eyes from their position.
Opposite. Alright, cool. I'll take Newton with me and we'll go that way.
You got a BTR 60 reference 173133.
Understood.
1-2, be advised. Papa and Apollo 1 approaching your position from the southeast.
This building's clear.
Copy that.
The next one. Blue team, if you haven't started already, go to the next team building.
Oh, that's good.
2 coming out. Roger.
Yep, 2 coming out.
I'm just keeping my eye on that building up there.
I forgot that I don't have fucking.
4-1-1 actual.
That looks.
4-1, go ahead.
Trying to take.
Noticed your motion is stopped at there. Are you at a workable position at that SBF 1?
A-Farm, we've got good eyes over the whole area.
1-1, occupied north side of this
Roger.
compound. Stand by for movement. 1211, be advised. RP Delta is secure. We are standing by. We have no eyes on your path. Give me at least 30 seconds.
Copy that, 1-1.
Yeah. Good coordination.
Story of this building on the north side. I need somebody in the building we just cleared.
Check your net.
Hey, we're not on 2-1. Not, goddamn, this fucking radio. Hey, Bravo, occupy the building across the street on north side. Charlie, occupy this 2-story building in this compound. I want your eyes looking west. I need to know if you can see a decent path, referencing map, that 1-2 will travel. I need an answer in 30 seconds. 1211, be advised. I've got my personnel moving to higher ground in multiple structures in an effort to put eyes on your path and the main objective.
Good eyes to the west.
Hey, can you grab a rooftop on
Copy
one
that,
of these
1-1.
single stories?
We're gonna move up a little bit from RP Foxtrot. We got some good terrain over here to get a little bit closer.
1-2-1-1, good copy.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Hey, Bravo, when you get on that building, let me know if you got eyes on my PCB. You got good eyes?
We see decent eyes, northeast side of the FOB. Use that bench. Use that bench.
Break. 1-2 has eyes on patrol coming in from the west along the ASR, roughly 200 meters from our location.
1-2-1-1.
Use that fucking bench.
You're stating you have a vehicle moving west to east on main MSR, over?
I tried.
There, be advised. We
Negative,
cannot get on
infantry
the
patrol,
roof.
infantry.
Understood, infantry patrol.
1-2 is taking fire.
Troops in contact, platoons all clear to engage. 4-1, if you can assist with that patrol per what 1-2 is calling out, and then you, after that's done, we can shift to the towers.
I stated on 2-1, negative, we are not able to get on the roof.
4-1's engaging those contacts, engaging 1-2.
You see him? Roof.
This is 1-2. Patrol's dealt with. We're proceeding to our main objective.
Roof.
1-2-1-1, good copy. We are currently holding here. Inform 1-2 reach baseline green. 1-1 will begin its movement to phase line green, over.
Still hit. Oh, there's a close.
Copy that.
285. Second story of a tower.
Yeah, that's 740. That's even farther.
4-1, one actual at your discretion. No hurry to it. You could start engaging targets on towers and abating that problem for us.
Actual 1-1, good copy.
Tower.
Sorry, that was for 4-1, 4-1. You guys, 1-1, you guys are clear to engage if you need to as well, though.
4-1's engaging towers.
Yeah, eyes on, guys, yeah.
Bravo's eyes on.
Alright, they're 659, so they're hard shots, but it's plausible. They're not picking up anymore. Oh, I got eyes on green smoke. Tell them I got eyes on green smoke.
I hear it, I got you.
Oh, yep, there he is.
1-1, this is 1-2. Did you deploy any green smoke on a tower at the OP?
296, about 700 meters along the Hesper barriers, moving north to south. Alright, we're going for them.
Alright, we're moving with Alpha. Crossing. Pass.
1-2-1-1, be advised, we're moving a little bit further northwest of our current position to provide better fields of fire to the northeast side of the structure, over.
Copy that, 1-1. Interrogative, did you place green smoke on a base of the tower at the objective?
Negative. 1-1 did not launch green smoke.
Enemy forces may be using green smoke.
Copy, enemy forces possible green. 4-1, one actual.
Go ahead.
Any communication of lift must be accompanied by verbal if green smoke is popped for lift. Make sure there's a verbal as well.
On the screen, we want to have it change the color up, have it mix it up, or just accompanied with verbal like you said?
Accompanied with verbal.
1-2, this is 1-1, be advised, we are currently engaged contacts 200 meters from our current pause on the northeast side of the main compound.
Do we want to have 4-1
On your left.
down to the better SPF and then get a
Contact 100 meters, 314.
They advise they have effective range from where they are.
Okay, alright, let's keep it happening.
Copy.
They're good out to like 1500 or so, so they're awesome from where they are.
Cool. I'll just shut them out. We'll keep the squad moving in.
Yeah, I think once we gain a wall and we get 1-1 up, we'll have them fold in when 1-1 gets up to the
Currently
wall.
bounding
Bravo
north
Sierra, eyes
towards
on
the
green
objective.
smoke, 400 to 300 meters out, bearing 305.
Understood.
One is 1-2. My initial fire teams are reaching RP Gulf time now. We should be in there in less than 1 minute.
1-2, 1-1, understood. Initial fire team reaching phase line green.
Okay.
1-1 is on the move. We will be pushing to phase line green time now.
Break. 1-1. We are now moving to phase line green. Bounding effort.
Okay. Good. Oh, they have a gun shifting down already. Okay. I like these guys. They're smart.
1-2, 1-1. 1-1 is on the move. Time now. Be advised, I see green smoke from our pause bearing 309 northwest of our position, roughly 300 meters.
HQ concurs on that. Based on BFT, not likely friendly. Not likely friendly.
No, it's fine. Just do the bounding. Okay?
Alright, we'll do the bounding. They're already there.
Go!
I know that.
Hey, we're moving.
Roger. Covering.
Once moving to get better eyes at RP Foxtrot, sending another team to SPF 4.
Hey, HQ, me and Apollo are intermingled with 1-2. We're getting dug in up here.
4-1, Roger. Thank you.
Go. Down. We're set.
Moving.
We're good. We're with him 1-2. We're going to move with him as a whole.
Covering.
Go.
1112. We are standing by a phase line green status.
Moving.
Iron shift over to the southwest.
Covering.
Bravo to Sierra, eyes on a fire team size element, 200 meters to 300 meters, 291.
A white flare on that enemy movement. Actual 1-1, be advised we are in contact. Enemy contacts west of our current pause on the north side of compound. Caddy 80 from us. 80.
Roger, 1-1. Good motion. Keep it up. Moving.
Copy, Sierra. Bravo's on the move then.
Covering.
Get to that wall now.
Moving.
Bravo to Sierra, eyes on
Covering.
times MI8 HIP helicopter bearing 309. Close. It's on the ground.
Press behind.
Moving.
Yes, Alpha, we're set.
Covering.
Bounding stuff.
Got green smoke in front of us.
Yeah, I know.
1-2, you good?
Understood. Contact 314.
1-2-1 actual. I'm with 1-1. They're good. They're moving along now, making progress. You guys maintain RP Gulf. If you get a foothold at the wall, that's okay, but stand by prior to breach.
Do that action.
HQ advising green smoke at ECP. Most likely not friendly. Not friendly.
DTR 60 is somewhere to northwest, like west northwest.
All right, Bravo, are we ready? Are we ready, Bravo?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go.
111 actual FY for safety at the front ECP. It looks like there's a vehicle in there, possibly a Humvee.
Confirm we have it.
Moving. Covering.
We were bound.
Far.
Hey, once you keep up your piece of fire, get your guys dug in and wait. We gotta wait for the rest of the squad to get ready to
I
move.
see the front of a Humvee.
Break. 1-2-1-1. We are at baseline green. Eyes on ECP. Let us know when you're ready to move. We'll move in tandem with you. 1-2-1-1. How copy my last transmission?
Wait one. 1-2 is moving, ready to go.
1-2-1-1. Say again.
1112 is ready to go. You can move. Moving. Covering.
1, this is 1-2. We are inside the compound. Time now.
1-2-1-1. Good copy. Be advised, we'll reach ECP and roughly 1 mic.
Copy that 1-1.
I'm gonna grab this wall in front of you, Taylor.
Please do. Moving. Covering.
Hey, that helicopter's got a red cross on it.
Hey, Roger. Oh, that's actually a particular Air Force's roundel. That is not a medical Red Cross.
Yeah.
My pause 176131, 100 meters east of the target. Oh, hey, I see you.
Hey, watch this tower northeast of
Start
us.
moving 29.
We're one split along RPF, go to the east, northwest, and southeast of the MSR.
All squads be advised, Papa 1-2 has split inside the objective. We still have heavy contact inside, so 1-1. Keep alert as you guys come in.
That guy in that tower right next to you, Myers.
Oh, God. Frag out, frag out. Oh, that went through. Oh, yeah, that was one. There we go. You okay, bud?
Fuck that guy in the tower. I threw a nade up there.
Yeah.
1-2, are drawn down the half of the line. You should maintain your guys on the southern half of this, southwestern half of this file. 1-1 gets into the northeast.
Copy.
Orsini, you okay? Orsini, are you okay?
Hey, Romeo, you got any active eyes on what's going on right here?
Wait one.
I'm going to stabilize you real quick, brother. You got him? You got the patient. He is alive. I'm going to cover you, bud. One actual. Your Alpha team leader took a casualty outside the wall. We're getting him inside momentarily.
Roger, good copy, thank you. Right entered through the ECP and on the northwest corner, clearing small structures. Over.
2 copies over. Land to my guys.
Yep, I got you covered.
So, looks like 1-2 has one casualty to the northwest at the 5th-story building at the base of it.
What'd you say, Todd?
They're almost done with their sector. 1-1 just entered their
Oh.
sector.
Hey, you're up,
Start
Rossini.
clearing. I think the north? No,
Sweet.
southeast sector.
Welcome back.
Not cleared yet.
Todd, I'm crossing.
Okay. East sector.
Going right, Marine coming right, Marine coming right. I got contact left. I have audible here somewhere. I think he's in a building here.
Yeah, he is.
All right. One to clear with me. I'll pop. You clear?
Hey, listen up, 1-1. If you got
Coming in, coming in.
put a band-aid on it or put a tourniquet. We need to press this objective. If
Bring him in. Put
Popping.
him in that. Put him inside the inside.
Yep.
Inside.
Clearing. Clear.
Copy.
I got you covered.
Where are you?
Oh.
Downley.
Okay. Hello.
1-1, this is 1-2. Be
We're gonna
advised,
pop.
I have a team up
Pop.
in the southwestern corner covering you.
Clear.
1-2, this is 1-1. Good copy. Be advised, I've got multiple injuries, but we are combat effective. We are pressing to our northwest.
Actual 1-2 is engaging a BTR park north of our location.
Ooh, that was nice. Okay.
Actual, this is 1-2. BTR is disabled.
Copy, Mark.
Smith, I dropped one in the far left corner.
Where are you guys going, Orsini?
From what I can tell, we are pushing northwest.
Cool. I'm with you.
Driving this fucking open.
Yeah.
Mara's coming up on your ass now.
I don't know where he is. There's a guy somewhere around here, so be careful.
I just saw someone walking down.
Marine's coming up.
Friendly's coming up.
Got audible right here somewhere at the dome. I think he's inside the big dome. Oh shit, there he is. Point shot that dude. One dropped.
Hey, this is Pop. I need a fire team over at the building at the standby.
Break. 1-2, 1-1. Be advised, at this time we're going to hold this northwest corner. I need to deal with multiple significant casualties. Over.
Yeah, let's go.
Good copy, 1-1.
1-1. One actually. I got your status as well. Thanks.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, drop him here. Alpha's over there towards the north, along the wall. Alpha, Apollo, inbound to your pods. Team leads, let me know when you all
Hey, be advised, this is Papa. We need a fire team at 1742-1311. It's going to be on the southeast side of this white-story building.
What is he?
1-2, 1-1. Are you able to move a fire team to that last called out coordinate? Over.
That's a good copy. We can send our Charlie team there.
Understood. Then 1-2 will continue to hold northeast corner.
Got his Charlie.
Copy. 1-2, wait on that fire team.
Pretty neat work.
Stand by, Sierra. Checking the dome.
We're in the last building on. I think we're all...
4-1. Rejoin.
4 copies.
Guys. Okay, go. Start.
Understood. Bravo, continue holding your position. Charlie, I need you to move to this east tower. Go ahead and clear it and occupy it.
Has this not been cleared yet, that tower?
It was a soft clear, but it looks like we pulled somebody from it.
Okay, gotcha.
Charlie, say again?
I'm with whoever's going to it. What the hell was that?
No idea.
Hey, everybody hold. Unless you're Charlie, don't take this, don't occupy this building. Roger that, Charlie.
Hey, cease fire on the tower. Cease fire on the tower.
Oh.
Cease fire on the east tower. You got friendlies going into that right by the ECP.
Ready to move.
I'm ready.
Alright, press us up.
Set.
All set.
Myers, look at southwest.
Going up.
I'll get up on the HQ building.
Tail end coming up.
I'm taking point, don't worry.
Charlie appears to be. Yeah, we're moving to the southeast tower.
I've already bridged this one. So you were going to
Here's up.
Clear.
I think it's all clear. Just
Going
waiting
up.
for everybody to confirm otherwise.
Got a man in a wall here.
And all
Stairs
squads,
up again.
We all clear here?
No. You're not going first.
Definitely not.
On your tail.
Set.
One actual is pushing.
Moving. Oh, okay.
I'm still holding the northwest corner.
Damn, LT just
Have you cleared through the southwest and west corner? Over.
We got friendlies to the southeast entering the compound now.
1211, good copy. Stand by.
Okay. Platoon from one actual and X. Exercise completed. All targets destroyed. Excellent work. Let's link up at the ECP, the inside end of the ECP.
Good copy.
Alright, display from the tower.
Mission accomplished.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Mission was successful.
Except we didn't fail.
Mission complete. We'll get them next time.
We'll get them again next time.
Fucking stairs.
There's some really
Tell me
weird
about
noises
it.
going on here.
Sorry, that's just the rustling in my pants.
Ooh.
Whoa, let me
There's a
run.
snake in my boot. Oh, that was cool.
Platoon, as you arrive over here, if you are injured, kneel. If you are injured, kneel. If you are okay, remain standing. If you are injured, kneel. If you are okay, remain. No, inside end of the ECP, people over here.
Request
Inside end of the ECP.
One time to Hendricks, he is knocked out.
Yeah, we'll get him. Everybody, it's the inside end of this ECP. That's where we're gonna be. Inside end.
Oh, smoke. Oh, that, yeah. Pretty sure Taylor's
Where's
about to
Hendricks?
explode.
Looking for Hendricks. Where is he?
I'm up. LT. I'm up, LT.
Alright, so we got Katazak over there telling us outside
Over
of the
to your northeast,
ECP,
over the-
and Taylor over
1-1.
here
Can you
telling us
advise where Hendricks is? I can't see him.
He's
right in
up.
front of you. He's up.
Well, Todd,
Hey,
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's because people keep throwing smoke all over
it's
the
pretty
fucking place.
pretty simple. That first LT in front of Taylor means that he's in charge.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be inside the ECP, but okay.
LT's telling us we're supposed to be inside, so someone make
Platoon, it's the inside end of the ECP. The inside end.
you got Katazak over there telling him outside. You got Taylor in it.
Don't blame me. I just went to where you guys were at.
Okay, so keep going.
You actually want to line up? Or
I'm blaming the first motherfucker that formed up out there.
That is.
That's not me. That wasn't me at all. No.
I'm calling straight up treachery on this. This is mutiny from my platoon sergeant. Unbelievable. Smith, can you put that not on somebody, please?
I'm not trying to.
Okay.
Screw it. Screw it.
I'm here. What do you mean?
Okay.
I never killed the dragon. Dude. That's
All right, guys. Form off Special Sergeant Smith, please.
Form off special sergeant.
Dolan, mute yourself.
Someone's hot micing.
Yeah, somebody's some hot mic.
That's been happening a couple times.
Trust me, I can get that. I can go that way if you want.
All right,
Okay.
let's form up.
All right. Form it up as you guys are forming it up. I want to say a lot of what I saw with this was absolutely great. The coordination between the squads, the way you guys moved out together. Yeah, definitely just walk freely amongst yourselves or whatever.
Hey, lock it up.
Let's keep it locked up, guys. Come on. The lieutenant's trying to talk here.
Okay, because I don't want to hold you guys too long. I know you guys were very good about staying over again and making this happen on your own time, so I really appreciate that. You guys did a really nice thing with this. The coordination that happened between the squads, the planning of the tactical movements that went on, it was spot on. You guys put together a plan that made sense, and you executed it effectively, very, very effectively. I was very, very pleased with what I saw. The bounding movement that I saw from my perspective was much more flowing than what we started with at the beginning of today, and you guys had good pressure on the enemy, good violence of action, and some good decision making all around. So I don't have. If I have anything negative to say, I'll think of it in a second, but I had a lot of positives to that. That coordination, the planning, the execution of it was very good. And 4-1, we talked about this previously, and you guys had very good decision making about when to start folding down towards the objective, just letting us know without us actually having to think about it too much. So that worked out really well that way. Anchor, I'll heal you up real quick. And anybody else, if you're injured, just kneel and I can get that sorted out. Staff Sergeant, if you want to carry on from there.
Okay. Yeah, Newton, you're good to go, man. Thank you. Anybody else, if they're going to go, if they have to go, please do so. I've already taken a screenshot of attendance of the people that have stayed over. I'll make sure you guys get a leadership point or two for staying over. Thank you again for staying to the full duration of tonight's training. I don't really have much else to say other than what the lieutenant already covered. You guys did an outstanding job. I wasn't there monitoring your guys' squad nets, but the only thing that I might maybe suggest as an improvement, but it may already have been done, is you could just outside knowledge without my personal being there and seeing it, but you guys up the team communication. So team leaders talk to each other more. It's going to help your squad leaders. I absolutely loved the communication from the squad leaders tonight. Anchor and Maloney talking to each other, telling each other what was going on. It really took the load off of our plate at Platoon HQ. I really liked that. So keep that up. That's really all I got. Everything else was good from my end tonight.
Yeah, I'd definitely, just to emphasize that, what I was seeing wasn't just okay. You guys that was one of the most fluidly executed plans that I've seen this platoon do, with things happening essentially as they were planned to happen, which was always a nice thing to see and a very, very cool thing when it's executed well. You guys dealt with a lot of contact in here, actually. Squad leaders, do you have any comments?
I just got a couple, sir.
If you come off a whisper, then you'll be good to go.
Yeah, so we can all hear you.
There we go.
Check. Hey, just a big shout out to my team leads and to 1-1 for being flexible and fluid today and putting up with my shit. You guys were fucking amazing. Everything that you guys have been training and practicing today, you got to showcase to the leadership. You heard the accolades. I appreciate everything you guys have done out there. And again, I appreciate your patience. And then a big shout out also to 411 and 12. Hey, thanks so much for keeping us in the loop and working together. I really, it was the first time I felt like we were an organic asset, or I'm sorry, an organic platoon, and that we were keeping each other appraised and aware of what we were doing. It was fantastic. It made my job easier as a squad leader, and I understood what you needed when you needed it. So I know that's a reiteration of everything the leadership said, but I just want to shout that out to you guys. That's all I've got, sir.
Awesome. Glad to hear that's being felt there as well. Other squad leaders?
Good job from everybody in 1-2 tonight. You guys did great. 1-1, thanks for everything tonight. Thanks for the help. 4-1-1. Just went really well. I had a good time. Thanks.
My first training, I had a good time. Okay. And any comments, questions from the platoon as a whole?
You can chat. Anybody got anything at all?
Hit us with it.
Beginning of
If you can't
tonight's
Q or
round.
C, just yell at me. Okay. Corporal Dolan.
Hi, everybody. I'm Corporal Dolan, and I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you.
This is your first operation.
Somebody put duct tape on him.
Yeah, trust me, I'll deal with him after.
Okay.
I got
Any
this.
other platoon business from anybody before we get out of here? Anything that needs to get addressed?
Can I have your hat?
You can have it later in
Alright.
my quarters.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
No earlier than 23:30.
First is getting it.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. I hope you have an excellent night.
I really appreciate you guys sticking over. I already got leadership for attendance for all that's here tonight. I'm gonna write everybody a leadership point. What? I'm on whisper. I'm bleeding.
You can bleed.
Oh, sorry, it's my tampon. It's my
You're
tampon.
permitted to bleed.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's my time blood. But I'll make sure you guys get a leadership point for everybody sticking over. You guys are clear to go though.
You're getting blood on my grass.
All right. 1-1 down to the channel.
My grass.
Some Marine Corps grass.
Dying. Oh no.
Actually, this looks like sand. That's my sand.
Hey, fucker.
It's my sand.
Goodbye.
You ever mock me for my men again? I swear to God I will bring the
Although I
thunder.
didn't kill anyone,
What?
it was just fun.
You heard me. This is a threat.
Me talking shit to Moffat. What was that baloney?